Nah, screw it. I'll hang up here one way or the other. What's going on, people? Thought I'd get on here for a little bit. I haven't been on for a while. It has been a minute. Still kind of weird. My parents getting a new house and tearing down the old place. Kind of a strange experience. But I thought, hell, this is a chance for me to test a firecracker indoors, and I thought it was pretty cool. Kind of thought it would do more damage than that, though. I really did expect more damage than that. What's up, Pin and the Sword? How you been? Just been mostly chilling here, taking it easy and stuff. Got my parents moved in with me now, which is kind of strange, but it's cool. The only real aggravating part of it's been their pets. They have one Pomeranian that likes to chase my cats, and that's not cool. Yeah, every now and then I like to get on here. It's been a while, I guess. It's been busy times, really. I enjoyed going to Halloween Haunt last weekend. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I got a damn Shih Tzu puppy. I just couldn't resist the cuteness, man. You look at that little thing in the eyes, and it's like, oh shit, it's got me. So now I have a new puppy. But my mom has two Pomeranians. One of them's pretty well behaved, and the other one just wants to chase and attack my cat, and that's not cool. Not in his own environment, you know. He's like, what the hell? He's like, it's my house, dog. Hell, the cat's as big as the dog. You shouldn't mess her up one good time and it'll put a stop to it. I think he's about ready to, too. Sometimes that's the best teacher. I got a cat one time that a lady had in an apartment building, and she never took care of it or never did anything with it. And that cat went wild, even though it was an indoor cat. And she was scared of it. I was going to take it to the pound and put it down and shit. And I was like, no, you know. Or somehow we ended up with it, and that cat would attack you. It would just go for your face, throat, bite. I'd have to wrap it up in a towel and let it bite the towel until it chilled out. But all the food, treats, love, and affection, everything, nothing worked for that cat. One day when I was sleeping and it bounced to attack me right in the face, I just beat the crap out of that cat. You know, with a pillow or something. I wasn't trying to hurt it, but it got the point, and then its behavior just done a fucking 190. Like, shoop. Can you be a mod, huh? With great power comes great responsibility, right? And all that good shit. I tell you what, when you watch cats, they've got a lot more of a pack mentality than you might think they do. They just communicate more with their body motions and stuff than anything. But once you could read that, you can. Cats are pretty complex. It's like the big cat here, the giant. He's the male. He's huge. He's like a 30-pound cat. And the two little female cats are like his little Valkyries, man. If he points at a target or something with his head, they will attack whatever he points at. I've seen that in motion several times. It's just amazing what you can learn from just about any critter if you watch it long enough. I didn't think cats packed up like wolves, but they kind of do. Dude, I'd never had a cat this wild or this crazy, and I'd pulled wild cats out of the woods before and tamed them that wasn't this violent. It was the most violent cat I've ever seen. It does have neurological problems, though, because every now and then it'll have a seizure. So I think this cat's just not right in the head, literally. Oh, that's my big Tigger boy. He gets up on you, and he's so big he takes up just about my old chest, and he'll nuzzle with his head on your face and up against you and stuff, and he'll just hug you like that. He's one of the most lovable. Well, he's the most lovable cat I've ever had, and he happens to be gigantic, which makes him cool. No, she never touched the cat, never petted it, never done anything with it. Even though it was an indoor cat, it was completely wild, but it was the meanest cat ever. I still have the cat. The cat's well behaved now for the most part. But the only thing that cat understood was domination. And that's what finally taught it. Love didn't work, food, treats, none of that shit worked. Domination's what worked. And I don't like to be that way with an animal, but when they're going for your face, it's kind of a natural reaction. Or it is for me anyway. I don't know what I was dreaming about the other day. I woke up by punching my coffee table and calling it an asshole. I was like, what the hell was I dreaming about? And I wasn't drinking or anything. Just whatever I was dreaming about. I was pissed off. I don't know. The cat's a whole lot better now, though. She don't even think about biting my ass. You can literally see her playing it over in her mind sometimes. She's like, no, he's going to knock the shit out of me. Oh, shit, man. But wildest one I've ever had. And I've literally picked him out of the woods, man. Hey, what's up, Georgia? How you doing, man? Nah, I was arguing with somebody, and I called him an asshole. About that time, I threw a puncher to the coffee table, woke myself up. I do remember that much. Oh, shit. I've experienced a lot of violence and shit in my life, so it's hard to tell. I hear you. It's not a bad idea at all. I don't drink, though, man. I don't think I can. I'm too afraid of losing my shit. Oh, shit. But I like to smoke like a motherfucker, though. But I can't hardly afford that around here anymore. You don't even know what you're going to get. Yeah, You keep wanting me to blow up a toilet, man. I'm keeping the toilets that were there. They're like the older type that were like the super flush. Yeah, gonna reuse it, bad boys, because them low flow toilets ain't worth a shit. Indeed it is, my friend. Indeed it is. Shit. Oh yeah, man. I always put in a rebuild kit with new guts and whatnot. It's just the capacity that makes them good. But hell, they'll pull down a mighty load. That's what I like. I don't like that to flush like 5 or 6 times. What's the point of that? You ain't saving shit at that point. You're just wasting time. Hell yeah, it is for $20. That's a good deal. I'd be down for that if I was going to buy, individual. I like to buy by the case though, man. I got a whole house to choose from, man. That's what it reminds me, man. Married with Children, the Ferguson and shit. That's kind of what it reminds me of, but they're good. Ooh. What it is, man, they're handicap toilets, but they set up a lot higher. And where I'm a tall guy, I like that. Shit. Well, it looks pretty cool, but you have to remember that shit is sharp as a motherfucker. Damn porcelain breaks with the edge of a scalpel in most cases, so you definitely want to do it from a distance because it will fuck you up. I just remember the Married with Children episode where Al Bundy went and got the Ferguson and shit. He was so happy about it. Damn. I was thinking about doing some penetration experiments with some of mine, but I already knew what my rifles will do anyway. That's not a subject for YouTube anymore. They'll end up, you know, taking your channel down or some shit if you start talking about anything cool like that. I'd like to do gun videos and stuff like that, but can't do shit like that anymore on here, really. Or you run the risk of losing your channel or get it on lockdown. Pretty much, those days are sailing away quickly. Yeah, shit, we're China bound South Park. I thought that was so funny shit. I just watched that episode. It was good. Episode got him banned permanently in China. Randy ends up killing Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. I thought about that, man, but I'm afraid of setting the place on fire. I can't do that. Then I get in trouble. Fire departments, when they have to put a house fire out, it's not cheap. So I have to proceed with the level of caution there. Oh, damn. That's a dumbass there. Throw a metal compressed container in a fire. That's a dumb son of a bitch. It could have killed somebody. Oh, well, man. I say what I want to say. More or less. But I know I can't really put firearms and stuff up here without it being an issue. Yeah, I don't know how that shit's gonna play out with prices, man. That's gonna suck. Especially for us pyros. The other night fireworks. Blame crackheads with fire. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but then I could never put it on YouTube because then that'd be dumber than hell. I gotta think of stuff that won't cause the house to burn. I can fuck it up all I want, but I can't burn it down. Pitted the sword's cool, man. He's alright. What's up, Medic Pyro? Pinning the sword, he does audits and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. I'm doing pretty good, Medic Pyro. I was up at the old home place blowing up some pyro indoors to see what it would do. It was pretty cool. Pillow talk. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I might try it on some concrete blocks. I keep yawning like a motherfucker right now. Yeah, another day above ground. You can't complain too much, but I do anyway. Nobody really gives a shit though. I'll sleep later. I can't get comfortable right now. I'm still sore from last weekend. Hey, what's up, Marvelous Lane? How you been? Why does Pennant Sword bother you, Fireworks for Life? I know the guy. He's cool. Enough said. Oh, shit. Not a whole lot. Like I said, my parents moved in with me and everything. That's going pretty smoothly and everything. But their pets are a pain in the ass because they have one Pomeranian that's chasing my cats. I don't appreciate it. I see a possum on my security camera. It's down in the bottom corner there. It's going towards the Halloween projector lights I have set up. Damn thing better not get in my trash. They're actually not wanting people to kill possums and stuff and try to avoid them. So they say possums eat ticks, and where we've had so many mild winters, the tick population here is getting out of control. Some deers are actually getting so many ticks on them it kills them, especially baby ones. His girlfriend banned him from being on it, man. I guess is what he's saying. You know how that shit goes. Like chicks that ban guys from playing video games. I've seen it happen. It's sad, but I've seen it happen. Some guys got a problem, with gaming when they're paying 20 hours of video games. Our old lady does kind of get pissed on that after a while. Although it's a lot better than the old dial up days when I'd take up the telephone line for like 2 or 3 days in a row. Remember that shit? I had a computer early in like the 80s, and I remember if you wanted like a Playmate photo, it would take all night long just to download a photo. I was like, seriously? That was with the old cradle baud modems and shit. I never used that shit. I was always a Netscape guy. Hey, what's up, Bengal Paranormal? AOL just looked like it was made for stupid people, was my impression. The internet was pretty cool when you had to be able to operate a computer to get on it. There was no commercials. There was no spam. There was no horse shit. It was just, games, networking, chat, stuff like that. And you actually had to be able to, do DOS or operate some operating system to be able to get in it before Windows, let everybody on the net online. I mean, it's a natural progression of things, but it was cool when all the bullshit was out of the net. Indeed, just so pyro. I know you are, man. I'm addicted to some pyro myself, bro. Linux, yeah. Penguin shit. Firework rehab. I don't know, man. I love to have my pyro, but I have other things to direct my money towards now that my daughter got into medical school. So that's probably going to really eat into my pyro budget. Damn, that sucks, man. I hope nobody was hurt. That's the kind of explosions I don't want to see. I went back in that room that I set that boomer off in, smoke or not. It didn't really bother me. I was just sitting there like, okay. Damn. The pollution too, man. That sucks balls. Damn world's burning on us, people. I can't do that, man. I was just talking about that. We're keeping the toilets because they're the old, like the before the low flow bullshit. They're worth keeping. Yeah, we'll have to check out the news, man. See what happened on that one. Where the hell did that possum go? I don't see it on any of the cameras now. I'll have to put a camera on the trash can area. I've never even checked out Discord myself. I'd really try to limit my social media to just kind of one thing, really. It's a hard time keeping up with one. I don't really want more. Damn. Yeah. I hate to even shoot a possum because the toughest damn creatures there is, man. You even have to go overkill with them damn things. I've shot them several times in the head and they just look at you like, what? Make you feel bad about it. Time to start selling fireworks on eBay. That's when you got it bad, bro. People do, though, man. You know that. It's like, damn. For crazy prices as well. Yeah. I don't like to kill anything, man, but if it fucks up my trash so many times, it's free game, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, labels only indeed, man. Expensive damn labels, too. I'm guilty of making a purchase or two on eBay. I'm not above it. Collectible labels, no less. Hell yeah, man. Get comfortable, dude. We'll just have to find something to talk about. We've already discussed toilets and blowing them up, the dangers of blowing them up, and a few other odds and ends. All right, Peter Sword. Thanks for coming out and hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Check out this remote control car, man. This thing's crazy. Let me turn this thing on. It's pretty cool. Let's see, where in the hell did the remote go? I've got too many remote control things and zero organization skills. Alright, let's see here. Turn this critter on. When you hit this button, the car transforms, which is cool. It's got a missile launcher in there that fires darts. And you hit a button. And it turned back into a cart. I thought that was pretty cool. It'll fire those suckers all the way across the room too. Rapid fire. You can't really see them; they come out so quickly, which is why I didn't fire them. Yeah, it does. Like the race version or like the Le Mans version. Some kind of a logo on it. It's hard to tell. It steers with tank controls though, which is kind of strange, but it's actually pretty quick and you can do really cool donuts with it like that. Hell, I don't want to do it really on my turntable, but I'm gonna try it. Donut would be cool if I can get the camera in a right friggin' place. I've ordered a better webcam, man. I hope it'll be better than this one. Because this one sucks. Alright, let's try to do a donut. Oh, we wrecked off the table. Turntable. The turntable of cat hair from the looks of it. Oh, damn. I guess they get their protein in and everything, and you don't get your trash messed up, so I guess it's a win-win. Hell, I had to. I probably won't find those. It came with an extra set. Yeah, I just thought that was cool. I like remote control things that shoot. I have some Humvees with aerosol cannons on the back, which is pretty cool. Then I have like a Nerf missile MLRS kind of setup. Damn, man. I guess that's just nature taking course, more or less. The possum don't want eating. It should stay out of the damn yard, right? Damn. Snap, bang. I hope this thing's tough. Yeah. I've got a puppy Shih Tzu now, so I don't really have to worry about it. It chews like everything up, though. I mean, it is a chewing machine. And I didn't want another dog. I really didn't. But the cuteness got me. I like, damn it, that little dog is just so damn cute. It's a really sweet little dog too. It's pretty smart. Oh, she's got this little bag of plastic skulls that she likes to drag around and shake on the ground and shit. She likes the noise that it makes. I think that's her favorite toy. It's cool to see a little Shih Tzu carrying a bag of skulls. Dude, that Halloween hunt was some pretty cool shit. I even found some wild watermelon growing outside my hotel, so I took it. Damn. Cats be raised with them, more or less. You know, they wouldn't even give me house insurance here if I had a pit bull, man. Won't even cover you if you have one. Told them, I'm like, I got miniature dash hounds. They're like, oh, that's okay. I thought that was a funny question to be asked for insurance. But I guess they don't want to give you a homeowner's policy if you have a deadly dog or what they conceive as a deadly dog. And a dog is as only mean as it's raised. It's not really a breed's responsibility. It's the person that raises the animal's responsibility. Makes it what it is most of the time. Unless the animal just has mental health issues. I think animals are like people. Sometimes they're just not quite right. Oh, that's good, man. My mom's Pomeranian chasing my big cat around is kind of pissing me off. He's not used to being chased in his own house, you know. He's like, what the hell's going on around here? He's just trying to get to his shit box or get something to eat. He gets attacked by this Pomeranian. Oh, there goes a kitty outside. That's the neighbor's cat. Somebody dropped that cat off here a couple years ago. I was going to keep it, but my cats would not accept it. It was just one big fight. So I kept feeding it and everything like that because it is a sweet cat, but the neighbors actually took it in and keep it. If it sees me outside, though, it will come running. Yeah. I've had good dogs of all types, man. But then again, sometimes you end up with a stupid dog. I mean, that's a true thing. It's like my two dash hounds. The older one, she's like a year older. She was an intelligent dog. She was smart. Like, if she wanted cupcakes or something like that on the counter, she would move a kitchen, you know, chair across the floor until she could get up on it and get it. She was pretty smart. Now, her daughter, the dog that I still have today, she's just always just been dumb as shit. Some animals just have that spark, you know, that makes them special, and then some don't. I don't think that's right at all, man. Tell you what kind of dog you can have. Yeah, it probably costs more for coverage. That's good, bro. I just go to like a local business here in town. I know it probably costs a little bit more, but try to support a local business and whatnot. But I have my car insurance with Progressive, and I swear I think flows my ass off, man. That stuff keeps going higher, higher, and higher. And I've not had anything on my driving record at all, but my rate keeps getting higher and higher. It's like, damn. It's like my damn cable bill. That shit started off at like $68 a month, and now it's like 200. And I don't even have HBO and shit. It's just basic channels. Expensive as hell for cable, I believe. My buddy Dave, he comes down and sets off some pyro with me from time to time. If you've seen my videos, you probably heard or seen Dave. But he raises Rottweilers sometimes. He sells the pups. He makes pretty good money off of them too. I think he's only done that like once or twice. It's not like he's a breeder or anything, but he sold them for like $450 a pop, and they sold out with the quickness. I want to know why we had to have cartoon characters and shit selling us our car insurance. What the hell is that shit about? You either got cartoon characters or some corny bitch from the 50s trying to sell you something in an apron. Don't make no damn sense. I mean, do they think they're talking to small children or some shit? I don't know, but we can't dumb ourselves down anymore, people. I don't need a little talking lizard to sell me insurance. Yeah, my buddy Dave had one named Tess, and that dog lived to be about 15 or 16, I believe, but she was always the runt of the litter. She was really small for a rot, but she was really smart too. Had a good heart. She was a good dog. She was kind of dog. If she saw the other ones trying to eat a kitten or something like that, she'd actually defend the cat and stop them. I seen that myself a couple of times with that dog. I'm like, she's just a really sweet dog. Really hard on you when you lose a dog like that, especially for my buddy Dave, because that was like his kid. Because that was back before he had kids, and he ended up having three kids in the space of a year, and that was a real problem for Dave. He should have never quit smoking the ganja, man. He ended up quitting smoking ganja, and ended up like three kids in like a year's time. I'm like, damn, dude. It is, but I just had to put down my old dash hound that I had for like 17 years. She had this growth and stuff on her stomach that just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's something that I don't remember what it's called, but it kind of happens to wiener dogs sometimes. And and this one had her major artery and shit running through it, so they couldn't be removed. And it just eventually kept dragging the ground and literally got infected and shit. No doubt, man. I had a giant German Shepherd like that, dude. She was like a wolf. She would take up a full size couch from one end to the other. She was about that size herself. It's crazy. I built the damn dog a clubhouse, and she's so a dog house, but she was so damn big it felt like a clubhouse. I had to give her away though when my little girl was a toddler because she was knocking her over and hurting her by accident. What's up, Parallel? How you doing, man? Oh shit. No, I don't think there's any old bottles under that house, Parallel. Because of the it was built in 1981, so I don't think there's anything cool under it. But over the hill from that house is an old stone foundation from where the workers making the Great Baden Tunnel here in West Virginia through the mountain. It's like over a mile long. It's where the John Henry legend and stuff is from. But that's right there too. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and I started moving some of those rocks around that corner foundation and stuff and found some really old bottles back behind it. I found some old liquor bottles and stuff with like a Patriot or a Minuteman or something on it. I found a few like that. Yeah, damn. That's doing good, man. I try to take good care of my critters. I just ordered some of those Seresto flea collars and stuff for them. That shit costs a fortune when you got a lot of pets. I know pit bulls and stuff like that, the few that I've been around or had, they always suffered arthritis pretty bad later on in their old age. Their joints were always fucked up. I do remember that. You know, when they got older. Many dachshunds I had is one of the longest living small dog. I read that in several papers and magazines and books and shit. I'm like, damn. The mother dog Weena lived to be 17, and Buttercup's still alive, and she's 14 or 15. I'm not sure. Damn, man, you keeping busy, are you? It's gonna be one hell of a New Year's Eve. Be cool to sit down and watch all that work, right? Or do you hand light? I kind of like to do a little bit of both these days. I like to electric fire and I like to hand light. It's nice to set something up, take a seat, and sit there and watch it in its entirety instead of rolling around to the next one. And then I like to split my show up in two parts. First part, remote control, and second part, hand light. Shit, I get weird calls all the damn time like that, man. There's some dude named fucking Jeff Marshall or some crap that got a credit card machine, and them sons of bitches are relentless. They've called me for 4 years, and I'm like, that must have been the dude that had the number before me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Take me off your list. Quit calling. And they just never stop. It really sucks to have somebody else's bill collectors bugging you for years. And these robocall bullshit. So I run my telephone through the internet, and I notice I get a lot of bullshit calls. Cool, man. I'd like to see that. I know Pyro likes that kind of stuff. I got a few interesting bottles here somewhere. I bought at a flea market a couple weeks ago. I need to go into the house and dig up some more of them bottles of here that's coming up to the top of the ground in the basement. Because this house here is old. It was made in early, 1900s. Cool. It's cool to split it up and do a little bit of both, man. I would suggest that because hand lighting's always fun. But sitting back and watching your work go off and being able to see it all, in a comfortable, good location is also pretty sweet as well. It's been my experience with it. Yeah, John Henry's a big thing in this small town. They've even got a statue and a memorial park now. I guess it's the only thing that ever happened here or supposedly happened here. Who knows? But the tunnel is pretty impressive. It was back when they literally dug that shit out with pick and hammer for the most of the way with the candles and shit. I like the little cube firing system that I got. It doesn't really have a name, but I like it. It works really well. It's got a really sweet range and a lot of features on it too that most of them cheap Chinese ones don't. But hell, even them cheap Chinese ones is pretty cool. You can do a lot with them. I think you get like a 20Q for, or no, it's like 12Q. Yeah, it's a 12Q for like $28 or $30 with with some firewire or whatever you want to call it. And the remotes, hell, I've been out 400 meters or more and they were good. I would connect them to my drone just in case I lost it or whatnot. Mm. All I could say is bad. Shop around. It's not hard to build a rack, man. Get some scrap lumber and go to town, bro. It doesn't have to be pretty, but painting them up, making them look cool is, something to do as well. I like that I put that 32 shot rack in the ground and cemented it in. So all I do is take the tubes out and put them in storage. And when I'm ready to shoot it, drop the tubes back in there and I'm ready to go. I like that because I'm going to be shooting on that land for years to come. I know this. I don't even pay attention to my phone anymore. It's set for like 2 rings, my friggin' house phone, because it's all bullshit calls. It's not even for me 99% of the time. Shit. I got choked up on that. Yeah, man, that's a sucker price there. Shit. I don't even know what's in this house, man. I bought this house, myself, and it's an old railroad house, so I want to get up in the attic and check it out. I was told it was built in 1923, but then I've seen some old pictures with the house in it as early as 1903, so it's older than what the register says. No, man, I'll pay a fair price. I know somebody's got to make a profit, especially if they're taking a risk, but I'm not going to pay no sucker price. Cool, man. I hope you get it all on film. I want to see that shit. Should be pretty sweet. I don't think I'm going to do anything for New Year's this year, man. Yuck. I can't eat no McRib, man. Them things are nasty to me. There's some of them boneless pork, whatever the hell they are, is at gas stations I've had that I thought were decent, but I don't like the McRib at all. And if you get the cheap shit and you bite into a piece of gristle, I'm done with it right there, man. I ain't eating another bite. That just makes my skin crawl. Damn it, man. I don't know. I think it's just where the sauce really sucks with the McRibs. I think that's the worst part for me. If they'd put a quality barbecue sauce on it, it might not be that bad. I mean, when you're eating something that's got the texture of a sponge, though, that's also of a concern to me. At least make it feel a little bit more like real meat, not some regurgitated horse shit. Fuck GameStop, man. That's all I gotta say about GameStop. GameStop can eat a bag of dicks. I've never liked that store. Give you like $2 trade in on a $50 game. Like, yeah, I don't think so, man. May they go out of business quickly. Fuckers. And they treat their employees like shit from what I've seen on YouTube videos about the subject. Sell questionable, rebuilt, refurbished systems and whatnot that don't even work when you get them. I got my PlayStation 4 from GameStop, and it's always had a problem loading the disc and stuff in the machine. It pulls it through like it's barely going to make it. I think I've just seen a lot of these stories about people that worked at GameStop and how the company treated them. I'm just like, no wonder they're going out of business. And not how they treat the customer. They try to treat you like you're stupid. Dude, Phantom makes some serious buck because most people don't buy fireworks but once or twice a year or for birthdays or whatnot. And they don't know shit about them. They know Phantom's a big fireworks store, so they go in there and pay the price for that crap. And I'm not going to say everything Phantom has is crap. Some of it's pretty good. It's just the pricing really sucks. But If you're not really into it, you don't know. That and all their gimmicky coupon bullshit. I don't see how Phantom Fireworks can keep raising their prices every year consecutively for like ever. It's like, my God, man. There is a limit, you know? Cool, man. I'll have to check it. I don't know if I've watched that one or not, man. It is so hard to keep track anymore of what the hell I've seen and what I haven't. I see so much pyro, I don't even know, man. I try to make my rounds, so like I said, it's just those, couple time a year guys, more or less. Yeah. There's a few Phantom products I actually miss that I used to buy when I was, young and gullible and shopped there. But uh, I always liked the Swarm and Skeeters cake for some reason. It was a really good one. And Groovy or Funky Psychedelic Mojo and a few other ones I like. But I found the equivalent, if not the same thing, in other brands for a lot better price. I tell you, Fisherman Fireworks, I'm really impressed with them. Their quality for the price has been pretty sweet. And all you guys know about Raccoon and stuff. Their product's pretty good so far. All right, Fireworks for life. Take it easy, man. No problem, dude. Use it wisely. It just got cold here. It was literally in the friggin' 90s around here until just the other day, and it's like 40. It's like, what the hell? How to eat good for cheap, huh? Well, I guess it might be interesting. God knows food just is getting more and more expensive to eat decent. I think everything's just getting more expensive. Ooh. Yeah, it's funny how it just hits the brakes like that, doesn't it? What's up, Rochelle? Yeah, the cold weather comes on you and surprises you. I hate having to turn on the heat, man. That shit costs money. I'm like, damn it. Now I'm the old guy watching the thermostat. That does happen to dudes when they get to a certain age. I know I about killed myself plumbing that shit in. That new gas heater is like, the pipe hadn't been separated probably since the 1950s. It was really hard to get apart. His house had a boiler, but the boiler was really expensive to run the radiator and the water system and everything. It used a lot of gas. Back when that boiler was made, gas was a lot cheaper, apparently. That and the solenoid got some rust in it and held open, and it blew up in the basement and actually shook the house once. So I was like, nope. I put a new solenoid in it, but I never trusted it again. I'm like, that's got to go. Now I have a system that's a lot more efficient than what I had. Shit takes time, man. You buy a house, it takes a while, especially with an old house. I've got to put a new roof on this one soon, which is going to suck and be expensive. I've got a couple places I have to patch now because of the storms that's come through in here. Actually took a couple of my shingles off my house. But other than that, it's been a drought here for the last month or so. The river here is actually dry in places, and I have never seen it dry in places in all my life. But we've been getting some rain for the last few days, so that's good. The only thing good about daylight shortening is you don't have to wait as long to let off your fireworks. So, I guess there's that. But I hate winter. I really do. Doesn't really set in for me until about January or February, and I'm just like, I am sick of this gray, blah, frigging environment. I just like this sucks balls. But then waiting on spring takes an eternity, and then summer's here, and it's like, boom, summer's gone. It's like, what the hell happened to summer? Hell yeah, man. Ooh, twist it up, man. Yeah, it's been getting dark around 6:30, 7 o'clock here. It usually gets dark around 9:15, 9:30 in the summer anyway. Time change messes with you too. That'll be coming up soon, won't it? Friggin' time change. Daylight savings time and all that horse shit. Hell, it'll happen from time to time, bro. Welcome back. Yeah, a lot of these young bucks just don't understand the old days of having dial-up internet and stuff. They never. A lot of people, all they've ever known is high speed. The patience you had to have to do anything back in the day was pretty immense. I remember I used to play the hell out of Heroes of Might and Magic with people in England a lot because people in England had a lot more personal computers than we did here in the United States. Huh. Damn. That sounds different. Cool find though, man. Yeah. Oh, dude, I was a Heroes of Might and Magic champion. I was really good at that game. Back in the day, I was pretty hard to beat. But most of the people I played with were in England. To this day, I do not know how to play chess. I've never played the game. I like strategic games, but I've never played chess. It just looks boring. Well, it's unusual for you to find it that far north, isn't it? We had that cherry wine. At least that's cherry flavored soda. I mean, I could understand that. It's still a game I've never played. I liked Command and Conquer though. I played the hell out of some Command and Conquer. Got like a North Face black coat that I like. It does a really good job. I haven't played that game in a while. I don't even have it installed, but I do like CNC Zero Hour and stuff. I got really good at that game. I've got a really good mod for it that changes everything around, adds some cool music and whatnot. Kind of a patch for it where it fixes the recyclative of the RAM because that game was never stable. It would always crash after a while. It just wouldn't recycle the RAM. And people have tried to fix that game, really, really smart people, and it's still a broken game. Yeah, we would have LAN parties, man, and my friends, it would always end up being all of them versus me every damn time. I'm like, man, but I'd still kill them all. I'm like, yo, gang up on me and y'all still get it. I don't think they ever beat me. They couldn't do it. Now I played online though, and I thought I was really good, and I started getting my ass beat. And it took me a while to get up to speed for playing it online because the difficulty level went way up. My friends wasn't bad at the game. It's just I was. I don't know if it's where I started in the very beginning game of Command and Conquer and played it from all that time or what, but by then I was pretty good at it. So I could usually take on two or three different people with random, random hero in Zero Hour anyway. My buddy Dave played that game so much at my house he actually bought a computer just to play that game. Cheap bastard bought the computer, but he never would play the game, buy the game. I had to make him a crack copy. I'm like, damn man, seriously, you'll buy a computer, but you won't pay I think it was a $50 game back at the time. But I'm like, seriously. I use the China Nuke General to take care of the GLA most of the time. I usually have a crazy MiG force that even though the GLA is good anti-aircraft, it still just blows the shit out of them. Generally, I mean losses are high, but my finances at that point, it just depends. Every game's different. I do like the turtle though. You ever play the game Metal Marines? I think that was a Super Nintendo game. I used to play the hell out of that too. I played it recently, and it's so simple now that it's not really a challenge at all. Like, damn, I remember when this was kind of hard. The game I most remember for the Atari 2600 was River Raid because my parents and my aunt would all get ripped and play my Atari all night, and it would aggravate the crap out of me as a kid. Oh, I played the hell out of Atari games, and I was always disappointed with the graphics. But I remember the first time I saw a Nintendo, I was like, "All right, this is like playing a cartoon." I'm like, that was when I was hooked. I still have some cartridge games for a Tandy Color computer made back in the day. That it's like a keyboard computer that you hook to your TV set. I like that retro stuff now. I'm gonna let a lot of that retro stuff I got in the basement get bulldozed. There's all kinds of like a whole closet full of old computer parts, but they're like really old. Yep. I had to actually move some of mine to the basement recently to make more room in here. And I'm still working on it because this is the room that catches all the junk from the rest of the house. I get it emptied out and it fills back up somehow. But we do like to go to the flea market a lot, so I think that's part of the problem. I smelled something electrical. Oh, dude, I found all kinds of cool stuff at the flea markets. When I was a kid, that's where I used to get my bootleg pyro. They're big guys selling smoke bombs and firecrackers, bottle rockets, little stuff like that. That's where I got my stuff back in the day. They didn't care how old you was or what, as long as you had money. These days, it ain't safe for a small boy to go behind a van with a dude. We have a full blown flea market down here every Sunday during the summer, and I mean it's wide open for just about every kind of gun you'd want, firearm, just about all kinds of shit. I take stuff sometimes and resell it myself, different things and whatnot, but a little extra money from time to time. Plus, sometimes I just got to de-junk a little bit. There you go, man. Oh shit. Wonder where old Pyro dude's at tonight. Haven't seen him in a while. Damn, what's wrong with your truck, dude? Okay, howdy, Nate. Damn. Throwing any codes or anything? I mean, what bottle is it? What's up, Pyro Petey? Oh, the 2.8. Oh my god. Fuel injected or carbureted? Yeah, dude, insomnia does suck. You know, Pyro Petey's got a giveaway going on where he's got a t-shirt, a few other items and stuff. You guys should get in on it. Hell, man, I don't remember. You know how much shit I talk about? It's insane. And I like to smoke weed, so shit, I don't know. Dude, F-150s in the county that I live in, it's almost like they issue those things out to people. I see them everywhere, and I have since I've been down here for 20 years. I do hate the 2.8. It was actually a pretty tough, dependable motor, the one that I had, but the power was just so pathetic. I would hit a hill and have to be going 35 miles an hour to make it to the top. That sucks, man. I mean, mine run really well, and it run for a long time. Took some abuse, but just had no get up and go. Sweetness. Compression is a good thing. No power. Well, I would check your spark from your coil and your module. A lot of times with those motors and stuff like that, it's just coil on the module. That or it's in the carburetor. I'd do a plug job on it and do some new wires, maybe even look at the distributor cap and whatnot. If it's got tracing and all that other crap in it, then that could be your issue. It could be cracked and you can't even see it. Start the engine when it's pitched that black and let your eyes get adjusted and see if you see anything sparking anywhere. Sounds like a misfire to me. You said that was OB 85. That'd be OB1. Well, that wouldn't be really anything in it. That'd be that stupid check engine flashlight kind of thing where you count how many times you make the engine flash, if I'm correct. Yeah, a lot of them old Fords, I've seen with the straight six and stuff in them, they last forever. Yeah, smoking's not good, bro. It'll put you in the ground. With the quickness, not a good way to go either. I think I'll have a cigarette on that note. But I am going to quit soon. Hopefully. Awesome. Make it happen. I don't know. I have psoriatic arthritis, and it makes you sore and stiff, and it's painful sometimes. Well, it's painful all the time. But when you're hurt, you want a cigarette if you smoke, so it's really hard to quit. I would definitely go into your electrical system there, dude. Check your spark plugs and your distributor cap, your rotor button, all that shit. Start it up, look at it at night, and see if you see anything arcing through there. Just make sure you get your eyes adjusted to the darkness before you look, or you won't see it. Sounds like it's misfiring on something or somewhere for it to be running like it. And motors are pretty simple, really. If you got a new carburetor, then, unless there's something wrong with that new carburetor, it was hooked up incorrectly, shouldn't be the issue. You got, fuel pressure probably is pretty low on those. Probably about 8 pounds or so shit. I don't know. Might need a new fuel filter. Have you checked your fuel filter out? They get clogged up. Your engine won't run worth a damn. Ethanol gas does suck, dude. It sucks. Very corrosive. Not good for your motor at all. I did remember to drain my weed eater and stuff this year because I'd like it to start next year. Ah, I thought a 85 S10, the fuel filter should be up under the vehicle, right behind the driver's side door underneath it. Is where the fuel filter canister should be on that truck. Unless somebody just added one under the hood. All right. Well, maybe it did. I don't know. I'm no S10 expert. I have had a few and had to work on them over the years, so in that time range. I much rather have the 2.5 liter four cylinder for a S10 though. The VTEC motor was a lot better than the 2.8. Somebody might have just modified it and straight lined the fuel pipe and put the fuel filter up under the hood, which would be sufficient for a carbureted vehicle, I'm sure. Be easier to change that way than getting underneath it. Some people does that. Well, if it's not, man, it's either air, fuel, or spark. One of those three. No, Honda VTEC with that reburn chamber and all that other stuff is pretty cool. Crazy to explain, but it's pretty cool. Hell yeah, man. Dude, I haven't had nothing good like that. No cushion in a long while. What's up, Northwest? How you been, man? A little project yours looking pretty cool. The flex tape guy. Nah, hell. I don't make no claims like that anymore, man, because nobody can smoke it all. It might be damn good, but you can't really say it's the finest until you smoke it all. Might be the finest you know, which is always good, but you never know what's around the corner. Alabama does have good land for growing, though. I will say that. I know it from experience. Yeah, that's good to know where it comes from, man. In places like my state, it can get really shady, and with people falling over dead and shit with it, I'm not taking money chances these days. Dude, I really don't know Hondas and stuff that well. I know Chevys and some Ford stuff, but some Volkswagen, a lot of Volkswagen. I'll be right back. I gotta get a Mountain Dew or some shit. Oh shit. I made it back, man. I love the LXX motor. Or even an LS1. You can still make some awesome power with an LS1. In just about anything. I like to piss off them old Ford guys out at the car shows and stuff. I'm like, yeah, nice Ford, but it's got a Chevrolet 350 in it. Every one of them. Just about, anyway. Yeah, for me, it's a 4.3 and well, unfortunately, 2.8, 2.5s, 3.0s, 3.5s, 3.2s. Fuck, I don't know. I've worked on all kinds of shit. I worked on cars for like 20 years. If you take care of it, man. If you don't take care of it, it's just a way to destroy your engine. And a lot of people don't take care of their turbos properly, and it usually leads to engine damage. Yeah, for me, it's more about getting from point A to point B. Right now, I'm really down with the RAV4, the new Toyota one, or the 2019 is pretty sweet. Economy mode's like really sluggish. You hit the gas on it, and you got to literally wait a couple seconds before it picks up. But on the highway, when you're traveling long distance, it's pretty good. Get about 30, 38 miles a gallon, and then you put it in sport mode, and it tightens up and unlocks pretty good a bit of power. Dual exhaust opens up on it, and it'll get down the road with the quickness. I like the hell out of it. Had some jackass pass me on the right, and I hit the sport button and opened it up on the interstate, and I was like, "That sounds good." I looked down, I was doing like a Bill 30. I'm like, "Oh shit!" That dude passed me on the right. That's a douchebag thing to do. LS is an awesome engine, man, and very adaptable at that. And if you move up to LSX and LX, stuff like that, and they're beast. I've always been a Chevy guy, though. I do like an import, like a Nissan 280Z or something like that, 350Z. Those are respectable as hell. Yeah, test the hell out of the stability, man. You don't want no surprises for sure. Keep messing around with the formula, you're going to end up with one, though. Indeed, LSX is badass. Reinforced really nicely as well. Indeed, man. I thought that boomer would have done more damage than I put on the wall today. I was surprised that it just blew the size hole that it did. I was like, damn, really? I was expecting more out of it. Can't really say stuff like that, Pyro PD, because you get really in a lot of trouble for doing something like that. Be breaking a shit ton of laws. So it ain't really something you want to discuss on YouTube. We would all like some of that, but it's just not available to us unless you got a local guy or do it yourself. Hell, you can buy most of the supplies to build stuff yourself if you want to. It's not that difficult. I think most places are overpriced on a lot of those building supplies and stuff like tubes and plugs, but if you make your own, I mean, hell yeah, you'd be saving a lot. I don't think I would though. I'd probably buy them. I'd be like lazy. I'd be like, I gotta buy some of these. I enjoy a good boomer now, that's for sure. Hell yeah, man. That'd be good. Indeed. I know when I set that boomer off in the house, it had a different sound to it. There was a serious bass in that boomer. It was indoors, even partly on the. I went like outside, shut the door, went down the driveway, got behind my truck, and set that shit off. Man, I've seen them put LS motors in everything. Hmm. I don't think I know a demo, man. Hell yeah, sounds good, man. That's what he gets, man. Only problem I had on the interstate my last trip was, man, coming and going both. There was a few accidents in places that had traffic down to a standstill, and I'm like, this sucks. When you're already on a long trip anyway, and then the traffic is sitting still on the interstate, that drives me nuts. What do you guys think about them automatic driving cars here in the future that's going to be around? I don't know if I could do that at all, man. I don't think I could trust a car going down a highway like that. Not without my foot on the brake and my hands on the wheel. I just don't think so. No matter how good it got, I just don't think that would be something for me. It was something about that Forerunner, or I didn't like those, or not the Forerunner, but the other thing I was talking about. Oh God, I can't remember the name now. But it has radar on the cruise control and shit. When you're getting too close to another car, or what it thinks is too close, it automatically kicks your speed down to match and shit. I'm like, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Even when you set the sensitivity down, it was still like that. I'd find myself going along at 65 behind a truck because it's in front of me, and I'd have to move in the other lane for the radar not to hit it. And I'm like, this is weird driving a car with radar and stuff. Hell, the first thing I did was find out how to turn all that crap off on that RAV4 and the lane assist, turn that shit off, and just all that crap. Too much of a distraction going down the road, safety device or not. It's I do notice that the thing's got a hell of a blind spot though. Maybe I should have turned on the blind spot detection. Hell, it's bound to have it. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, shit balls. Guys, I'm about ready to call it a night, I do believe. It's getting late here on the East Coast. So you guys have a good one, and thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys next time. Hillbilly Pyro out, guys.